A Niagara Falls man is seeking justice for his mother, who tragically died as a result of a fall she sustained while trying to flee from two off-leash dogs last winter. He says he's stuck in legal limbo and feels as though the authorities aren't taking him seriously. Roger Collins joins us now live in studio with the details. Roger?
Adam, it was back in February of 2024 that Dorothy Atkinson was taking her own dog on a walk when two large canines chased her onto a neighbor's front porch. What happened next can only be described as a tragedy, and in the wake of her death, her son's efforts to track down the owners of those dogs has continually fallen short. Surveillance video from February of 2024 captures the moment 80-year-old Dorothy Atkinson wrangles her dog on a neighbor's porch in Niagara Falls while two off-leash strays come into close contact. At first glance, the situation may seem relatively under control, but in the next few moments, Atkinson suffers a fall, which later claimed her life.
The owner of the house came out, tried to shoo the dogs off the porch. It took multiple attempts to get the dogs off, and in doing so, they ended up pulling her down the steps, which is about 6 feet in the air, hitting her head on the concrete.
The camera briefly stops recording, but picks up following the fall. The owners of the home rush to help and dial 911. The two dogs still at her side. While this was all taking place, her son Matthew began to worry what was taking his mother so long to return home. He says that's when he began searching the neighborhood, came to the scene, and had learned what had happened. Several hours later, while at the hospital, Matthew was informed that the trauma his mother had suffered to her head had been fatal. A horrible situation no one could ever expect, but making it worse is his journey for justice and the lack of accountability he says that has followed.
There's been calls and nothing has been done. I talked to the police about this the night of, and following with multiple nights with the sergeants, I would talk to them. They said it's not a criminal activity. They said dogs running loose is not a criminal activity.
And while it may not be a criminal act, in Niagara Falls, there is a possibility of a $150 fine if your dog is off leash.
If I had a dog and it got loose and it hurt somebody, I know I'm responsible, and I'm gonna have to pay whatever penalty that is. It's just frustrating that everyone has just kind of brushed this to the side and doesn't seem to take it seriously enough.
Tammy Strongacharm, a dog trainer who works in Grimsby, says problem dogs can pose a real danger.
So a dog could maul another dog, a dog could run out into traffic, a dog could get hit, start a dog fight.
She says while some dogs' temperaments are bred in, much of their behavior can be corrected with work.
I do think if you get a pet, there is a degree that doesn't matter what kind of behavior your dog has, is giving them that basic manners and starting them out right to become good dogs. Good dogs, again, out in the public or in the home.
As Matthew Atkinson struggles to find closure in his mom's unfortunate passing, this tragedy serves as a reminder. If you plan on owning an animal, you and you alone are responsible for it.